A pleasant day to each and every one of us. Today, I'm going to discuss all the learnings that I have learned from Module 10 to Module 12. So, I begin to discuss the learnings that I have learned in Module 10. So, Module 10 is all about the family treatment. So, first and foremost, I learned the major concept and understanding dynamics of family problems in our assessment and intervention or treatment. And also, I learned in this module the eco mapping and genogram as means for assessing family functionings and as aids to effective intervention. So, in addition, I also learned that some basic consideration and working with families. So, there are numbers of approaches, models to family treatment exposed by several authors whose inclinations and perspective on the use of vast interrelated theoretical frameworks range and vary in focus and content and specific family testament practices. So we all know that working with families in need of various types of help, support, and protection is a complex task, especially if we have to deal with a wide range of problems and difficulties these families face. So, we all know na yung isang social worker is nagdi-deal sa different problem ng isang family, whether it is a mild or severe, or whether it is a wide range of the problem of the family. So, it is important to be conscious and aware of the purposes of our social work, intervention, and involvement with families. So, dapat alam ng isang social worker kung bakit siya doon involved sa family problem ng isang family. So, to assess family and to assess their dilemmas. So, para ma-assess mo yung problema ng isang pamilya and of course matulungan mo ang isang pamilya to survive in their difficulties in life, so and to provide necessary and skillfully planned help and solution to the problem at hand. Thus, this requires the social worker to attain core competence that will determine the quality of intervention and subsequent outcomes. This further means that the social worker needs to be competent, must acquire knowledge about families and children, and about methods, techniques, and intervention. In addition, competency requires skills. Both knowledge and skills have to be applied in well-grounded social work values and practice ethics. So, yung social worker should have a knowledge and skills when she or he in assisting a family that a family has problems or difficulties that must be that they seek assistance to social worker. Also, I learned this module the eco maps and genograms are the tools for assessment and treatment planning. So, yung eco maps and geograms doon sa module, isa din yun sa, yun ay mga tools para i-assess and treatment sa for assessment and treatment planning. So, basically, eco mapping and genogram are used to depict family interactional data and serve as basis for the social assessment process. So, basically, yung eco mapping and genogram is para ma-depict yung family, yung data ng family na gagamitin doon sa social assessment process. So, to give you a wide definition, a genogram is a diagram very similar to family tree. It shows family relationship of at least two generation. On the other hand, the eco map places an individual or a family within a social context. So, its significant value in the social workers' assessment and treatment planning is tools facilitating impact as they shorten the traditional case recording family description that may require long narrative recording can often to reduce to a single page of genogram and ecomap. So I learned in this module also the treatment principle and method. So we have the emphasis in here and now, the family treatment is task-oriented. The promote positive interaction with the family intervention. So we have regulate communication, use of techniques, and lastly the uses of family history. So ito yung mga nabanggit ko is yung mga yung mga treatment principle and methods in assisting the family problem. So moving on, we have Module 11. So Module 11 is all about the crisis intervention. So dito naman, natutunan ko yung kung ano nga ba yung crisis intervention at kung paano i-apply yung mga step ng crisis intervention sa isang case study. So first and foremost, I would like to discuss kung ano nga ba yung crisis. So crisis is a disruption of a steady state or a breakdown in a person or family normal functioning. So ito yung mga pinagdadaanan ng isang tao o ng isang pamilya. As such, it serves as a crossroads between a better or worse situation. Ito yung crossroads papunta doon sa better situation or worse situation ng isang family or ng isang tao. This means that a person undergoing a crisis can either suffer a mental breakdown or become a stronger person as a result of the crisis. So now, I would like to discuss the learnings kung ano nga ba yung crisis intervention. So yung crisis intervention is a process of assisting an individual cope with an impact or disruptive stressful event so that he can regain normal or above normal functioning. This is done by mobilizing the psychological and social resources of a person. So yung crisis intervention is ginagawa yun siya sa isang taong may pinagdadaanan para makakope up siya sa kanyang difficulty sa kanyang buhay. So, Module 12 is all about the behavior therapy. So, in this module, I learned the concept related to behavior therapy and how to apply a behavior therapy sa isang case study. So, first and foremost, I discuss what is behavior therapy. So, behavior therapy is a systematic application of techniques to change behavior that is based on the theories of learnings. In behavior therapy, techniques like conditioning, reinforcement, extension, and rewards are used systematically in order to help individual change maladaptive behavior. These are the basic techniques, and more elaborate therapies use combine these principles to achieve their effects. So, yung behavior therapy is ginagawa yun siya sa isang tao para ma-change yung behavior ng client. Kunwari yung client is nagiging rebelde na siya. So, pwede itong ma-apply yung behavioral therapy, especially sa case ni Bibilitas. Doon, as it mentioned in the module. So, in this module also, I learned the social learning theory. So, what is the social learning theory? So, this theory has three major elements. The behavior that are the focus of behavioral analysis at the first elements. These are often the behavior named as problematic or maladaptive during assessment. So, yun naman yung social learning theory. It is a process on how to regain a client, kung paano niya ulit ma-regain yung kanyang social skills or paano siya makikisalamuha ulit sa kanyang circle. So, in this module also, I learned the assessment procedure and implementation procedure ng behavioral therapy and social learning theory. So, that's all the learnings that I have learned from Module 10 to Module 12. I hope that you can also learn the ideas that I shared to all of you. That's all. Thank you.